Hello everyone, welcome to our Floss Tube channel, Sun City Stitchers. I'm Carlene.
And I'm Marlene, and this is Floss Tube number 23.
We're very happy you're joining us. We know there's lots and lots of channels to choose from with so many beautiful projects and fun fabric and just so much to look at.
Yes.
I was watching one today, and the two people that were on that Floss Tube, and I honestly don't even know the name of the channel, but I know they were talking about their projects they were going to do in October, and they were doing 13 projects that were all Halloween.
Oh,
and they were all different. Some of them, there was like one of the Lizzie Kate ones, like what you did, the mystery. They had some Plum Street samplers, is that what they're called?
Plum Street samplers.
And just a big, huge variety. It got me really excited to look and see what Halloween stuff I had. And that's what I like. It just seems so motivating. And all the fabrics,
They're always working on something different.
I just really want to branch out and be more adventuresome with my fabric.
I know, I do too, but then...
I know, it's hard to buy it online when you can't see it in person, and yet the fabrics that these people find, they're just
really
gorgeous fabrics.
Yeah,
so
they're really pretty.
Anyway, I survived my week.
Oh, that's good.
Now the majority of the kids are going to be on their fall break, and most of the teachers as well. I have just a few kids coming next week for intercession, and it's just half day for me.
Oh,
so
that's
yes,
good.
yes. So I'm
and
really
is
glad.
that intercession for everybody pre-K to 5th grade?
No, only 1st to 5th.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
I
was wondering about the little ones.
I have less than 10 kids at each grade level that are coming.
Okay, so
we invited more, but their kids are tired, and the parents plan trips and all that kind of stuff.
Many of them said their summer was so short.
Yeah.
Their summer felt so short.
So anyway, your week went good?
Yes, my week went good. It was very busy. But and next week is going to be kind of crazy because, of course, some of my kids are off.
Right.
So their parents wanted them earlier in the day instead of, later, like after school times. So I kind of rearranged my schedule. So I'm going to finish early. I'll be finished by 6 o'clock every night except Monday, I think.
Oh, that's good.
So, so that will be nice.
We had a disaster this week because was it Tuesday that Charlie lost his wallet?
Oh, yes.
And so my husband got home from work, and we thought everything was fine until he got a notice on the phone that somebody had used one of his credit cards, charged $176.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Where did they go?
Circle K. So
$176 at Circle K.
Well, they must have filled their car in their friends' cars. I don't know.
Or
anyway,
spent lots of money on junk food.
So anyway, he right away contacted the credit card, and they stopped the payments. So that was good. He did get the wallet back. Somebody found it, but there were 3 cards missing. But one was the credit card that he'd already stopped. One was his bank debit card, which he had already stopped the night before, and one was a debit card that he has for his for traveling when they go out of town for coaching. And so they only load money on that card when he's traveling. So right now there was no money on it. He's not traveling. And so he just had to notify the school district's finance office that it was lost, and so they told him what to do. So it actually worked out pretty good. He managed to get his driver's license and all that stuff back, but he still did have to file a police report. Because just in case later on somebody tries to take out a car loan or something with his information, it's a paper trail that shows that it was stolen. So anyway, that was a big, huge mess, but I mean, it did work out, so thank goodness.
Good. Yes. At least it got worked out quickly.
Yes, but that was just a big mess. But so what stitching did you get done this week?
Well, I had to catch up on college game day from last week.
I did too.
So the first one, I think I showed what I had done on this one. This was Number 4 for Clemson, the Fox and Rabbit Changing Seasons.
I'm going to
And
show
so-
mine now too.
I was working on this one. Oh, let's see, it goes this way.
I'll hold it so that
Okay.
you can point.
I was working on this flower over here in the corner, this flower motif with the purple.
So you got that finished?
Yes, so I got that finished, so that's for summer.
Very pretty. I'll show you what I got done on mine. Mine is my changing seasons. It's actually my number 10 project, and I worked on it because I needed it for homework, and so then I got the number 10 done on changing season on
So
my
you got
football
this
pool.
flower done?
So I got the third one done. So
Uh-huh.
now I've got 3 corners finished.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, so I have
Yeah,
one
those
last.
are pretty. The colors are very
Yeah, so I have the last corner to do, and then I'm gonna start filling in the 4 corner. Well, I've got one
One
corner
box,
square done.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do the other 3,
good. Yeah,
and
that's what I
then
want to
go
do.
from there.
Mhm.
So that was I did this for homework for a project I've been fighting with.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's my number 10 North Dakota State
It's
team
been-
for our
oh.
college game day.
That's been very hard to do this one because there's
It has been.
supposed
So,
to be this
and it is
season,
going to be
and-
homework this week also
Uh-huh.
because it's the one I've needed advice on.
Oh, okay.
So that
Mhm.
one will get Stitch. Well, hopefully North Dakota State will win this week. So I'll stitch on it for that plus
Right.
homework. 500
So-
stitches for homework.
Okay, then my number 5 team was Houston, and they didn't win that week. Week 3 they didn't win. So did your number? Oh well, we won't worry about numbers, I guess.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll catch up then. My number 3 team, because last week I had done 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So my number 3 team is Georgia, and Georgia won both week 3 and week 4. And so I put a lot of stitches in. I put 200 stitches in, but it was also for extra credit.
Look at how much you have done.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh my gosh, you have that. Oh, you have a lot of that arch done.
Yes, I got the back stitching done on the
Ooh,
one
how
with the
fun.
wisteria, and then now I'm ready to back stitch in. Actually, I think I'm ready to back stitch in both because this very outside arch here needs beads in it, and
Oh,
there's a
okay.
little bit of stitching, but I'm ready to back stitch
Oh,
on
wow,
this.
That's really
So
pretty.
yes, it
So
was
is all
very
the
fun.
cross stitching done then?
Just about.
Oh, wow.
I have just a little bit left in just this outside box.
uh-huh.
There's a little bit down in here, right down in this
Oh,
spot.
okay.
That's where I still need some cross stitches,
Mm-hmm.
and then back stitching.
And then the gates come over here.
The
right?
gates come out here on
Yeah,
each side
on each
here.
side and go around
yeah.
the corner.
And then the cauldrons are gonna be up here,
Mm.
and there's a spider that hangs right
Mm-hmm.
here. So and that's on each side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so fun
Oh
doing
my gosh,
those
that's very
round
pretty.
road stitches. It was very fun.
Yeah,
very,
that's
very
very
fun.
pretty.
So that was my number 3. And then my number 4 team is Clemson, and that was Tempting Teas, and they had won both weeks, 3 and 4. So I did 200 stitches on that. This is the one that I'm doing over 1 on 28 count, and I'm stitching with Dinky Dye floss. So I put in some more
Oh, that's
words
pretty.
down here.
That's really pretty.
And these little lemon was stitched because I skipped all around when I needed certain colors on my challenges, and thankfully it's all worked out. So I put this word in and these little doodads, and they needed to be back stitched. So I've
That's
got
very pretty. I
200.
like the colors.
I do too, and I really love this fabric for it.
That's
It's
really
that
pretty.
one that it's really dyed and tea dyed on one side, but on the other side it's solid.
Oh.
But I chose to
How does
stitch
it
it.
not soak on in?
I think it's printed, not
Oh,
actually
okay.
hand dyed, but
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know that for positive.
It's really pretty.
Anyway,
Okay, so that's your
but
number.
that really needs to be
That's number
pressed.
4.
That was my number 4. So have you done your number 5?
Number 5, my number 5 team was Houston, and they lost week 3.
Oh, and my number 5 team was Notre Dame.
Oh, but
And they won week 3 and 4, and I'm doing Prayer of St. Francis. Charlie, can you referee the cats a little bit? They're fighting and hissing at each other. So Prayer of St. Francis, so my big toe. I'm doing it on light sand.
Yes, light sand.
Light sand, and with dinky dye flosses that I just chose. I picked them. It
very
actually
pretty.
had a number of different colors for the lettering, and I just chose one brown. And so I got those letters done.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
So it's starting
Okay,
to
you know
come
what? I am
along.
going to show my number 5 because they didn't win in week 3, but they did win this past weekend in week 4.
Oh, so you have to stitch for it.
Yes. So, and
what
my
one
number
is that?
5 is Houston, and it's Anniversaries of the Heart, and I'm working on the Moonlight Visitor, and so I've got.
This is
I
a
don't-
blackbird
yeah,
design.
Blackbird design. So I'm working on the tree over there. I think I probably have 100 stitches.
Yes.
Because I've been putting
Looks
all
like
the
it.
leaves in. I had one leaf put in, but I've done all the rest
Yeah,
of the
I
leaves.
bet you have more than 100
So,
stitches.
yeah. So anyway, so
That was a
for,
really fun.
yes,
I loved
yes.
doing this one.
It's very
Yes,
pretty.
this is actually pattern 9
Yeah.
of the Anniversaries of the Heart series by Blackbird Design. And I think we're doing it on fabric that's called something like summer khaki or
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
something like that.
it's different.
Okay, then my number 16 was Arkansas, and they won last week, but they did not win this week. So I am doing a drawn thread Moonlight Garden with the called for fabric and the silk threads.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And I worked on this top border.
Oh,
So I did 100 stitches. On
Just
the
on
top
the inner border.
Yeah, this inner border right here.
Oh, sorry, I'll keep going.
So that is
That's
my number 6.
okay. And my number 6 is Home Sweet Home for Baylor, and I'm working on the awesome
A-frame. This
And
is
so-
the Faithworks design in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's a series this year. Home Sweet Home.
And they won. Oh, I can't remember if they won.
I think they won both weeks.
Yeah, I think they did. So I've put in over 200 stitches.
That's so pretty. I love those.
I wanted to get this bottom section all filled in, but I didn't have like khaki.
So we'll pick it up tomorrow and stitch in.
Yeah, Nancy had it, so I'm gonna get it
That's
tomorrow
good.
and stitch in.
My number 7 team is Mizzou, and they did not win. They won. They won last week, and I need to put the 100 stitches in, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay. My number 7 team is Arkansas, and I'm doing From Sea to Shining Sea for that one, and they won in week 3, but they did not win last week. So I got the West Coast box done.
Oh, yay.
I got it all finished. So now when they win again, I get
And
to
your
do the Midwest.
Southwest is done.
Yes,
So,
my
and you've got
Southwest
a
is
nice
done.
start on your Midwest. That's this box right
The middle
here.
box,
And this is a little house
Yes.
needlework
Midwest design.
with the called for, well, it came with the floss.
Yeah, it came with the floss.
It was silk floss. And so we're doing it on the called for fabric with the called for floss.
Yes.
My number 8 is Hawaii, and I need to do 200 stitches on it, but I have not gotten to that yet. And
My number
so
8 is Miami, and
they didn't win. No, they didn't. And then my number 9 is UTEP, and they won 1 week and they lost 1 week, so I have to work on that.
Okay.
One
My
for 1
number-
week.
My number 19.
I'll be finishing the back stitching on the classic craftsman. So
Oh,
next
okay.
week I should be able to show that and some progress on it.
Yes. Number 9 is for Mizzou, and it's nostalgia. So I got to add some stitches for week
This is
3.
a Rosewood Manor. We're
Yes.
stitching it over 1 on 28 count, or is it 32
Or is it
count?
25?
It's not 25. I think it's 28.
I think it's 28.
I think it's 28.
So I was working on this block right here. So I got to add the flowers here on these pots. And then I put this little motif in.
It's really pretty. It's
It
very
is really
dainty and pretty. I need to get this one out and work on it, but not right now.
I really love working on it. I don't know. I like it.
I just think it takes so long.
I don't know. I just love it. So anyway, that was for Mizzou, my number 9. And then did you do number 10?
No, number 10, well, I already showed it, was changing
that's right.
seasons
Okay.
for North Dakota State, and I showed it when you showed
So
yours.
my number 10 is for Florida State, and it's Quaker Rocky Road. And they won both week 3 and week 4, so I put in extras. I did, for both weeks. So I kind of worked backwards for week 4.
And she is stitching this one over 1.
Yes, over 1. And so I got these blocks all done here and back stitched.
It was so pretty.
So-
She's using Dinky Dye floss.
Yes. So, and I think it looks okay, even though this is not the browns. I like the
do.
way this one
I
worked
like
out.
it. I think it looks really pretty, and with the back stitching,
They keep
it's
talking
very
about
pretty.
how you're supposed to blend the threads. So I guess maybe I was supposed to use 2 strands, but it's over 1. I don't think I need 2 strands.
No, it would be too crowded.
Yeah. So
Maybe
no.
it means just don't go in a row.
No, it says blend. Take one end of from one and match it with the opposite end of your second.
Not when you're
thread.
doing it over 1.
No, that's
it's gonna
what I
be too
thought.
tiny.
So anyway.
Okay,
So that's my.
So then,
stitching.
last week for homework, I had to work on my smallest whip, which I was doing, I wanted to do that pretty little prairie schooler Santa. And so I had started him for homework one other week. So this week then for that homework, this was my smallest
Oh,
whip.
wow, you got a lot done.
Yes, so
you just have to
he's,
finish putting the snow.
I
in?
have just the snow left on this side, and then
That's
it's
good.
done. I think though that I'm gonna add a little bit of a border, because on this where he is actually part of this design right here, see?
Oh, uh-huh.
And around that design, there's like just a little single row of cross stitch border. And I think I want to put that, see how what it
Yeah.
looks like there? I think I want to put that just around him. Just because the snow here
Yeah,
blends in,
yeah,
and I
it
think
gets-
it would help it
Yeah.
not be lost with the fabric in the back. So I am gonna add a little border there.
That'll be
So
pretty.
yeah, so that was homework, and then I also had to stitch in gold, and so I
Oh, you
got
got a lot done.
yes, I did. I got almost all the streamers done directly in back of Mary up to at the top of the page.
Right. I think
so
mine are, no, maybe behind Joseph isn't done.
I thought your streamers were all done.
I know I worked on it during
So
March
that's
Madness,
this
but-
one. It's a very old pattern by Marbeck, and it's the Nativity. And this is my last panel I'm working on. I have the Holy Family, and then the angels and the
On
star.
top, it shows in the
go
inside,
up here
doesn't
at the
it? whole
top.
piece? without
Oh,
showing
yeah,
the pattern?
without showing the pattern. Here.
Yeah.
So this is the last panel. I've got these, and Marlene does too. We're
Yeah.
both doing a set, and we've got these done, and we're working on this last panel. So, yes.
Yeah, and I'm coming along really well. I think all I have left to do is the steps and the sheet, the lane.
Yeah,
sheet.
you have, I know, are coming along good.
Mhm.
Then I also got to work on my Hello Autumn.
I didn't get to work on that one.
And so this was the Hello Autumn by Sue Hillis Designs. And
That's so cool.
I did this for extra credit in September.
Oh, wow, you
And
have
so
to
I
get
needed
all
1,000 stitches. So I added the black. Last week I had the red all done. I added the black on the tire, and then that
wow.
made my
That's
1,000
good.
stitches.
That's good.
So yeah, I want to keep working on this one now.
Yeah.
In October because it's so fall and cute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So,
that was what I
hey,
had
well,
for this
I
week.
have already showed all my stuff, so.
Okay, so now
Stitch-tober.
talking about October plans. Marlene and I wanted to work on our fall things in
Yeah.
October. It's
Yeah.
just, I mean, it just seems like fall.
Mhm.
So we both kind of made our little list of what we had. So did
Yes.
you get your stuff out, Marlene?
No, well, no, I didn't take it out.
Okay,
So,
well,
then most of
I know
them
we're
you
doing,
have.
we're
You have
we're
most.
gonna use, and I put Poison Garden, but we're gonna use Poison Garden as
Yes.
one of our Stitch-tober
Yes,
because it's spooky looking
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the color.
The black cauldrons and the black cauldrons and the spiders and the poisonous
because
plants.
I'll just show it up a little closer with up here. There's these little cauldrons up here, and then a spider that hangs down right here. And then there's like the vapors or whatever that are wafting
And there are
around
little
up here.
skeletons too somewhere, isn't there?
And there's a little skeleton and crossbone
So it's
at the top
very
of the arch.
Halloweenish.
So it just seems, yes, like spooky
which
and
is,
Halloween.
which is brewing up their
Yes, in their little cauldrons.
Yes.
And then we're also going to work on the Chatelaine design Autumn Hydrangea Fog as part of our Stitch-tober.
yes.
Because that's very fall
Yes.
looking.
Also part of our college game day, so
Yes, they're both part of our college game day, so we can do both. And we're going to continue to work on our fall on the farm. I'll
I'm
show
doing
you
that one.
mine.
mine
This is
very
my-
sad.
This is my fall on the farm. I
showed
haven't
mine
showed
last
it
week.
for a while because I haven't worked on it. But I've
You have a
finished
lot done.
block 5, and so I'm ready to start on the one that I just showed you now, which is the little milk house. This is the little house design this year. There's 9 blocks. I'm working, this will be block 6.
So
So I want to work on that.
Mhm.
And then I want to work on my Cats on a Pumpkin. This is a Rosewood Manor.
I don't have that.
And I have this much done.
You're almost done.
Yes, so I'd like to get that one finished in October. So hopefully, nothing has come up for homework in October. I'm hoping that I'll be able to use these things for
Yeah,
homework.
that would be good.
And then I also want to work on the Sue Hillis Smalls and, well, I'm going to make it a drum, but it was a stitch box. So I have the
Something
pattern.
wicked.
I'm
That's
working
something
on
wicked,
something
right?
wicked. I'm working on this right now. So I have this much done. So I'm almost done with that top part.
Oh, wow, you're coming along good with it.
And then the alphabet has to be stitched, and then I have the patterns for these
I remember
pieces.
I was surprised when I did my something in blue, which is exactly like this, except it's blue and has a different saying. Of course,
But
the letters, I thought they would go fast, but they actually took kind of a long time.
they
because
look like they're gonna
they're
take a long
thick.
time. They're thick.
But they were fun, but it just took longer
They
than
look
I
very
thought.
fun. And then these are also smalls that go with it. So I want to work on all of them. I won't get them
Oh,
all
yeah.
done in October,
That's
but
pretty. Mhm.
I do have a week off, so I can get a lot of stitching.
Yes, that's
And then I
good.
want to work on my Halloween small. That's going to be a giveaway.
Yeah, I want to do
I'm
my
not going to
Halloween
show.
smalls
I won't
too.
show that now.
No.
But I want to work on that
Yeah,
now,
I'm gonna
and
work
so
on mine
because I
too.
need to get it finished, and then finish up the Christmas
and then
ornaments that we're going to do as giveaways.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we have that.
And then the Halloween, and then the Hello Autumn, you already showed. I'm gonna do that one too.
You're going to work on that one too. So
Yeah,
that was
so-
that all of them?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
all of them.
So those are what we're going to work on for Stitch-tober, and tie them in with our college game day, and then any of my homework challenges.
Yes.
So then the last thing that we wanted to talk about today was our plans for next year. And what Marlene and I have decided we want to do is to make 2023 a year of the ladies. And so we have chosen 12 projects, one for each month. We haven't decided which projects are going to go in which month.
No.
But we have chosen 12 projects that either feature a lady in the design or we've chosen 2 samplers which will represent the work that they did, stitching that they did in their lifetime. So to start with, and some of them we have the actual patterns, some of them we have not gotten the patterns yet.
Right.
So I'm going to show you pictures on our devices. So for my first one, or for one of mine, I'm going to do Harriet Salt Bristol sampler, and that's this one. So it was from 1866. And Marlene, which one were you going to do?
The Maud and Claude or something?
Oh, Hope and Love.
Hope and Love.
By Claudia and Maud Pickernell.
Okay, Claudia and Maud. Yeah.
Oh,
Hope and Love.
that's not the right pattern. Okay, what happened to it?
Where did
I
it
had
go?
it.
Yeah, it was there.
That was weird.
There,
Okay.
That one.
Hope and Love, and it's Claudia and Maud, I think. Claude and Maud.
Well, I thought that's what you
And
said.
so
I was like, I
Hope,
didn't remember it was
Hope
a
and
band.
Love.
There was one that was a brother and sister.
And so that's the one that Marlene is going to work on.
That's the one.
We are going to do these on a very antique-y looking ivory fabric with red floss. I think I'm going to use Gloriana silk for mine, one of those really pretty red Gloriana silks. I talked with Nancy about it, and she said of the silk threads, she likes the way Gloriana silk stitches the best.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I think that's a good
And
one.
then we're each going to do a reproduction sampler. And I'm going to do Anne Tong Uffendall. So that's this one. I just think the colors in this one are beautiful. And I saw the Saltbox Stitcher was working on hers, and it's just really, really gorgeous. And I want to use the threads that are authentic to what she used on hers.
And what did she use?
I don't know yet. I haven't looked at it, but I want it to be authentic. So I'm going to look at that.
I'm going to do
You're going to do
Harriet Taylor, 1842, I believe it is. And I picked this one because I really like the saying. So, and I think that one's really pretty. I like the house, another house, but.
Yes, there is a house on there. There's a little bit of it says, whatever is worth doing at all is worth doing well, but it is impossible to do anything well without attention. Very
I
good.
like that.
That's very pretty.
So, and is her name, but did she put her name on here? Yeah, it's down here.
Yeah, Harriet Taylor,
Yeah.
1842.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I like that one. So I'm gonna do that one.
I think that one's very pretty. And then another one that we're gonna do is we each have selected a mirabilia. And so mine is called Lady of the Mist. and this is going to be the one that I'm going to do. And I want to do it on an overdyed fabric, but I don't know which one yet. I need to look and choose. I'm going to choose something. I don't want too much because I don't want it to distract from her. But
oh yes, she's very pretty.
She's really pretty.
And
I love her
am
gown.
going to do for my Mirabilia. I am going to do the Frog Princess. And I would really
cute.
like to do it on a darker gray fabric,
so that she really
so
stands
that her
out.
dress really stands out, because her dress doesn't stand out in the fabric. They did it in there.
No.
So but I think she's just so cute, and I just love the frog. I just fell in love with that little frog with a crown on his head, and it's
really
so cute.
And I love her gown.
I know, I
with the
do
flowers
too, with
and
the flowers, the bright colors. I think it's so pretty.
And then we each chose a Bella Filipina lady, and I am going to do Bellatrix. I have to, because she has that cat sitting there that looks like Minnie, sitting there so smug. So I'm going to do Bellatrix. And I love her gown, the color, and so I think it'd be pretty. And I want to do it on a gray fabric like this. Maybe something similar to what I used for, what I'm using for something Wicked.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty.
I think it'd be really pretty.
And
Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to do Daughters of the Estuary.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And I kind of think that I want to do it on some kind of another color, like a brown, mottled brown color, so that those colors really jump out again.
Yeah. That's pretty. They're pretty. They have pretty color gowns.
Yes, very pretty.
And then we're each going to do a lavender and lace. And I do have to say, this one I may change. It's the one that I'm least excited about. Oh, I'm sorry. This is my Celtic Winter. And she's beautiful, but I just don't know if I really want to do her or not. So I'm going to keep looking. I may find something else, but for now, she's my number 12 that I'm going to work on.
It's our number 12 already?
No, but I mean, if I change, she's the bottom of the list, and if I change, she would be the one that would come off, and I would put something else in there, but I don't know what it would be, so right now I'm keeping her as the placeholder.
Okay. I got mixed up. I'm like, oh my God.
Did I miss a whole bunch?
Okay, well, and I'm going to do the Celtic Summer.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I don't have that pattern yet. I have to get it, but I really like her. I think she's so pretty.
I like them all, but I just don't know that I want to invest the time in doing them. I just don't know. Anyway, I love them, but I don't know. And then we decided that we each wanted to do one that was, we wanted to do a couple that were cultural. And so I am going to do this.
I love that one.
Flamenco dancer. And I really love that pattern. It is going to be a full coverage. But I love that you can see the musician in the background, and then she's dancing, and you know, her beautiful gown. So I just think that is really pretty. And then Marlene found one that she wants to do that's called the Spanish Dancer. And these actually are both available through 123 Stitch. So we're going to use that. And again, she has her fan, her beautiful red gown, which is such a popular color. Yeah. Just really pretty. So that is the one that Marlene wants to do. Yes. And then we each chose an African princess. And so Marlene is doing this one. And mine, actually, we saw it and it was done like as panels. And so there were 4 different women. And that one that Marlene's doing was one of the panels. And then I wanted to do the other panel. And I wanted to do this one.
Yes, they're very
so
pretty.
They're really pretty. And so we're gonna do the African princess, and then we are still looking for the pattern of the Celtic dancer. We found the one we want, but we can't find the pattern itself. It was in a European cross stitch magazine, and we have not been able to find it yet. So we're on the hunt, and we're hoping we're gonna find it. So we each want to do a Celtic dancer. And then we ran across, as we were searching for the Celtic dancer pattern, yes, you took them out, good. Yes. Marlene and I ran across a set of designs done by Joan Elliott, and she did a set of 3, and she did elegant ladies, and they look vintage to me. Do you want to show the first one?
This is the one.
So this was the first one that we saw, with an elegant lady walking out in London. She's got her umbrella, Big Ben, Big Ben and the bridge are in the background. And so we're like, oh, that is so pretty. We love it. And so we found it, and these were also on 1, 2, 3 stitch. And so then we looked a little bit further, and sure enough, we found the second one. And it's Bella Paris. And so she's out walking her poodle. And again, the landscape is in just the subdued colors. The Eiffel Tower in the background and the Louvre. And then she's out, walking her standard French poodle. And then the ladies are just the only thing that's in bright colors. I just think it's beautiful. And then as I was searching to try to find the patterns for those 2, I found the third one. So it was a series of 3, and the third lady is from Rome. Our elegant city lady is from Rome. And so
I'm so excited.
I am so excited. So you see the cityscape in the background in subdued colors, and then the elegant lady is in the really bright, vibrant colors. This one was done on an overdyed floss. Overdyed fabric. And I really like the way that looks. So I think I want to do that. Now this one, I haven't looked yet at the pattern, but the front doesn't say. This one says that it was done with Daybreak 28 count Joblin fabric.
But it doesn't say what fabric company it is.
No. But maybe it does in the design, further designs.
Mm-hmm.
And these don't say. So I don't know. I kind of would like to do them all on an overdyed, but nothing that's going to detract from the elegant ladies themselves. So we found those. And then the last one that we found was really beautiful. And it's Queen Elizabeth. And there's all kinds of decorative stitches on her gown. And it actually was done to commemorate her coronation. And so, but we're going to change it just a little bit so that we can just commemorate her life. But look at her gown with the specialty stitches. It's just really gorgeous. So, we're gonna do that one at some point. So these will all be new starts for us next year. And like I said, we're gonna decide and have one elegant lady or one lady be a focus for each month. And then I don't know how we'll do the rest of our stitching as the year goes on. I want to concentrate between now and then on getting some things finished, but working and finishing things do not go together very well.
No, me either. Tutoring and finishing things do not go together either. So.
Yes. So anyway, so we're very excited, and we're already thinking, we're trying to decide what kind of like planner or journal to use. So if you guys have ones that you like, let us know. Because I would love to see how you organize or what you do to set up your year of stitching. I've been using my 3-ring binder for my homework, and that works good, but I think I need something a little bit more, just kind of keep track of things a little better.
Yeah,
I
I tried
know-
using a planner, but that didn't work.
I
very
know
well
when
for
we
me,
did
but-
Stitch Mania, I had a calendar.
Yeah,
And I
that's
really
what I
liked
just liked
that. But I don't know. We have to look a little bit more. And like I said, if you have
Yeah, maybe
something
the
you
planner
use,
would
share
work.
with us, tell us. We'd love to know. We have stitching tomorrow.
Yes.
We're going to do probably just a short kind of drive by.
Yeah.
I need to change decorations and put up my October stuff. So next week we'll share some things
My
we
stuff
have
got
on
done
display.
today, so my
Yes.
house is ready.
I went in and got the grand tour this afternoon when I picked
Turned
her
out
up.
really cute.
It looks really cute.
It did.
And so we'll share some of the things, some of our favorite things that we put on display for October. And then so yeah, I have to do that tomorrow, and we are going to do a drive-by though, because we have a couple things to pick up from Nancy, and
Yes.
other than that, we hope you guys have a great
We're not doing this?
weekend. Oh,
What's
well,
coming up? We kind of talked about it.
yes, we did, because I'm stitching. Yeah, we
Yeah.
I think we've covered it.
Yeah,
I think we've
so,
got
too.
it.
I think so. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yep. So I think that's
yeah, so
it.
I think that's it.
Yes.
So we're gonna watch College Game Day tomorrow, and I'm gonna change decorations, and then I'm gonna stitch.
I'm gonna stitch like crazy.
I need to clean house, but I'm gonna do a little bit since I have the afternoons off. I'm gonna do a little bit each day, and keep your fingers crossed. I do not want jury duty.
Oh, I know.
I have to go to jury duty on Tuesday morning.
right.
And so I'm hoping either they cancel or I get there and they release me right
Yes.
away.
Yes. I know. I have it the following Friday.
Yes, on the
14th.
14th. So anyway, fingers crossed. I don't
Yes.
want jury duty. I
Yes.
can't cross stitch and do jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
We love having you. We love doing our little floss tubes. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. And from the Sun City Stitchers, remember that a day without laughter is like a day without sunshine.
So wherever you are, bring your own sunshine
And keep on stitching. We'll see you next week.